As humans, when we are bored, we have at our disposal quick dopamine fixes. Our phones, sugar, Netflix, or any other form of creating a short burst of happiness. For cats suffering from boredom, it's not that easy. Our feline friends need both physical and mental stimulation. If they don't get it, they can take things on their own paw and create their own fun, which usually is not our own kind of fun, but it goes beyond that. Cats that are bored can end up sad, depressed, or even having health issues. I've been working from home since the beginning of the pandemic, and this has allowed me to spend a lot of time with my cat Mia, but oftentimes she seeks for attention in the worst moment possible. When I'm in an important meeting at work and I'm in front of the camera trying to explain people how important our job is, or sometimes because I'm putting a lot of work and concentration on a very complex problem. I knew that if I could get her to play in the moments where I had free time instead of on the moments that she was hyper, I could increase my productivity like crazy. My bosses started to realize that something was off, and they could even fire me.
You're fired.
If I was not increasing my productivity. So I put myself to work to find a way to get her to play and burn some energy when I wanted, and not when she was hyper. On the process, I also learned that playtime is the best to bond with our cat. Throughout the video, I will be showing or mentioning toys that my cat Mia loves. But you don't need pen and paper because I'm going to add all the links to these products in the description box down below. And also in the description box down below, you're going to see timestamps so you can skip to the part of the video that you find more interesting. Play, it's nothing more than challenging your domestic feline's hunting instincts in ways that nature does. Something small and squeaky shoots across the floor, they'll chase it. First kind of toys that I tried were loose toys. Mice and balls that I could have around the house and Mia could play with on her own. I soon realized that mice and balls were of no value to Mia after laying around for a while. I learned that toys have to be stored after they are used or otherwise they lose novelty, and therefore they stop being prey and they start being furniture. I also learned that toys made out of hemp rope are amazing for cats that like chewing things, and that foil balls and balls with a rattle work best because cats are amazing at following sound. Something that I still do today is to have a bunch of foil balls sitting on my desk so that when Mia comes looking for entertainment during my working hours, I can just throw them away and hope that she's going to chase them and leave me alone for a few minutes so I can keep on working. Sometimes she will even go catch the toy and bring it back to me. When Mia started getting old, she became more exquisite, but don't we all? Those toys were no longer enough for her, and I had to do something about it. She had a lot of energy, and I could not wear her out just by playing fetch. I needed something else, something better, something technologically more advanced. I got her a toy that was moving on her own. She was unimpressed. She played with it for a while, and as it happened with the loose toys, she lost interest. It was too easy to anticipate, and the erratic movements of the expensive toys were no match to Mia's hunting instincts. There are fancier, better, more expensive toys available out there, but the last time that humans put robots into their homes, it didn't end up well. I was running out of options. Pressure at work was insane. I needed to find a way to keep her busy or I would lose my job. I was so stressed that I even built a shelf wall so that she could jump around. You can see more of that in this video here. And just when all hope was lost, I found it. The playtime that would change it all. Interactive play, it's the playtime where we interact with our cats. It is not recommended to use hand or feet because it can trigger play aggression, and that is a behavior that it's very difficult to correct in the future. You can check this video here if you want to know more about it. Good interactive play are play sessions where we use wands and teasers to recreate natural behaviors that our cats would face in the wild. I am a firm believer that there's nothing better than interacting with our cats during playtime. Those toys usually have feathers in one end and our arm in the other end. Note that different cats will enjoy hunting different prey, so it's good to have a nice variety of feathers, mice, and worms. Also, some cats like chasing fast movements around the floor, and others like bouncing and jumping up in the air. So having both wands and rods is advised. To trigger your cat, start making fast movements with the toys, basically for as long as it takes for your cat to follow the toy with their head. Then, land the toy in an area where your cat can still see it and start pulling it away until the toy disappears. When your cat starts losing sight of the toy, you're going to see that they start wiggling their ass. You can stop moving the toy because there's a jump coming. They are getting ready to pounce. Except for young kitties, most cats won't chase a toy for hours. They will pounce, try to kill, and then rest. When playing with your cat, it's best to play for 10-15 minutes and then leave everybody at rest. When your cat comes to you seeking for playtime again, you can grab another toy and play for another 10 to 15 minutes. You will see that by allowing your cat to play and stop, play and stop, you're going to drain much more energy than if you try to engage with them for 20 or 30 minutes straight. Sometimes our cats are not super eager to play, and we're tempted to use laser pointers are not necessarily bad for our cats, but it's good to allow your cats to catch the prey that they are hunting when they play. If you're using a laser pointer to drain your cat's energy, make sure you transition to a physical toy before the end of the session. This way, you give your cat closure with the kill part of the game. There's nothing like seeing our cats go after real prey. When on leash, despite we should not let our cats to kill any wild animal, we can allow them to pounce and chase. This is the best way it exists to drain our cat's energy. Have you considered going out with your cat on a leash? It is easier than it seems, and both you and your cat are going to spend more time together and on the wild. So what's not to like about it? To go outdoors, you will need a harness, a leash, and for cats that have never been outside before, there's going to be needed some desensitization. Because going outdoors with our cats can be very enriching, but also very stressful. If you're interested in walking your cat on a leash, make sure you watch this video next. Stay safe, stay wild, see you outdoors.